Chapter 17. Another month passed and Simon's same routine continued. Nina and him had become friendly again, but they no longer hung out together. And though Simon's newfound fame made it easier for him to meet girls, he still went home alone on most nights. Every night he thought about calling Jonathan, especially when he found out he was cast in a second commercial, but he never did. It was then he realized that he didn't have anybody to share his excitement with, and that saddened him. Jonathan always appeared to be so happy for all of his little successes, but she stopped acting that way after he moved to New York. Why did everything have to change? He thought as he tried to hold back the tears. He left the phone untouched for yet another night. The next day, Simon walked in the crisp spring air to the theatre as always. Then one of the stagehands directed the cast and crew to meet Mr. Folds. They all gathered and sat on the stage's hard floor. Simon, along with everyone else, wondered what was going on. Mr. Folds spoke. "Thanks for coming, everybody. I hate to be the one to deliver this news, but we've been informed that our run is nearing its end. Our last night, the strike night, is the 20th of next month." The cast and crew sat in a surprised silence. Mr. Folds continued, "Thank you all for everything. I've loved every minute of this, and I'm so proud of you all. And thankful too. I'm very thankful that I was able to share this special time with you." He began to tear up, then took a deep breath. "But we still have almost a month to go, so let's enjoy every minute and put on the best show possible. Thank you, everybody." The cast and crew slowly began to disperse, some crying, some just walking away like normal. Certainly, many here have seen the end of plenty of shows. It's the nature of the business. Still, it all felt like slow motion as Simon waded his way through the crowd. Wow, Simon thought. I always knew that this day would come, but I didn't expect it so soon. The rest of the night went by in a daze. When Simon returned home alone, he again thought of calling Jonathan to share the news, but he knew that it was too late at night and she would certainly be sleeping. Maybe I'll call her tomorrow, he thought. Simon had very little sleep that night and he woke early enough to call Jonathan before school. As he thought about it, he got a nervous pit in his stomach. They hadn't spoke for a few months, but those months felt like forever. He trembled a bit as he picked up the phone. He scrolled down to Jonathan's name, took a deep breath, and called her. The phone rang a few times, and just as Simon began to think that she wasn't going to answer, she picked up the phone. "Simon?" "Yeah, Jonathan, hi." "Hi," Jonathan answered in a confused tone. "How are you?" Jonathan continued to sound puzzled. "I'm fine. How are you?" "I'm okay. I just wanted to call and see how you're doing." "I'm all right," she said, followed by an awkward silence as Simon expected her to say something more. Anything. It was at that moment Simon realized something strange. You can feel so close to someone for a time, but then time passes without talking and you realize that you're not that close anymore. He then quickly feared that maybe Jonathan did not, in fact, want to talk to him. "Good, I'm glad you're good," Simon said as he tried to think of what to say. "You know, it's been a long time since we've talked and, well, I've missed you. I just wanted to say hi, and I know that your graduation is coming up, so I wanted to, I don't know, just see how you are, see what's new." Needless to say, Jonathan was surprised. "I don't know what to say," she told him. "Graduation is this Friday." "Really? Already?" "Yep, Graduation is this Friday. My grandparents just flew in last night. Tell them I said hello. Yeah, okay. After another awkward silence, Jonathan continued, Look, Simon, this is weird. Why are you calling? Simon did not plan for this phone call to be so uncomfortable and tried his best to sound casual. Really, I was just thinking of you and wanted to talk to you. What are you doing this summer? Did you figure out your college plans? Yeah. Well, what are you doing? I'm going to NYU in the fall. Simon became momentarily excited. He was surprised that Jonathan still wanted to come to the city after what had happened between them. He remembered that she didn't seem to really enjoy it here when she visited. Really? Well, that's cool. Jonathan still sounded ill at ease. Yeah, well, I'm moving there in August. I met this guy in my AP math class and he's going there too, so we're going together. Simon's heart sank like a lead weight. Oh, well, that's great, congratulations. He tried not to sound as hurt as he felt. Thanks, how are you? I've seen your commercials here. How's the show? Good, all is good, thanks. The show's run is over next month though, our strike night is on the 20th. Oh, sorry to hear that. It's alright, Simon tried to sound casual. What are you gonna do? She asked. I don't know, I've thought about staying here, but I might move with Dave to Hollywood. We're talking about starting up a band and stuff, and maybe I can get into TV or film out there, but... He waited to hear if Jonathan had any comment. Maybe she would want him to stay in New York City. But she didn't say anything. Simon continued. I don't know, I'm not sure yet though. Well, that's cool. Good luck. Thank you. Well, I've got to get going. I've got to get to school. I know, I'm sorry to call you so early, but I really wanted to talk to you. Simon wasn't sure what to say, but he didn't want her to go so soon. I've missed you. I wanted to tell you that, and I'm sorry. I truly am. Simon began to shake and tear up. He didn't expect those words to come out of his mouth, but he had been thinking them forever, and they just flew out uncontrollably. But Jonathan cut him off before he could say anything more. I'm sorry, Simon. Look, I've really got to get going. I can't be late. I'm sorry, I've got to go. Bye. Simon was shocked. Really? He had never heard Jonathan talk to him like that before. It was strange. Oh, okay, I'm really sorry. Bye. Bye, Jonathan said one more time before she hung up. I love you, Simon cried to a dead line before he dropped his phone.
It started as a dream and then it took me over. But I was only looking for my 40th clover. That's why I feel inside. Now I'm alive on Broadway, living my dreams tonight. But now I'm alone on Broadway, and that's why I feel so hollow inside. Then I left for New York City and left my love behind. Then temptation, oh temptation, got the best